Hello, I think I'm back. I don't know what happened. There were some technical issues with the video. It was it was not working from my side. I don't know, but now we're back. So and this is something that I think we are lacking. Definitely, we're performing or we're giving a session to an audience. We have this audience interaction, and we know what's happening. But now we don't know if the audience are receiving what we are sending or not, but I hope it's working very well. This is my first time ever to go live somewhere, so I apologize for the technical problem happened. Again, before we get disconnected, I was trying to answer this question: what are the digital services that you think will be booming even after end of COVID-19 period? And one of the biggest digital services that was booming in the past period was the e-commerce sector, and people were leaning on buying their day-to-day stuff online, and they started to look for what they needed online, and lots of providers were not even online at all. They were providing their services, especially for the luxury brands and products that people doesn't need on a daily basis, like clothes and luxury stuff, watches, etc., etc., etc. And after the COVID-19, these kind of stores, these kind of malls all over the world, they started to put the services online. And I think the e-commerce growth will continue growing from my perspective. Why? Because they already have the platform, and having the platform will allow them to have new customer base, and they will be trying to get as much customers as they need from this channel. They will work on marketing on these channels. They will work on making these channels work better, receive more orders, trying to fulfill more happy customers from here, and not only depending on the physical outlets that they are having, even one or two or three outlets, even if they have few outlets, but having another online platform or an online outlet will provide them with a new customer base, and they will start marketing for this kind of outlet. Um, Another question that we received: um, best practices startups and medium scale businesses should do. Again, my very humble opinion for this, that companies need to treat digital transformation as something that they should have. It's a must. They should transform as much services as they can into online tickets and transactions. But again, this will not be the only challenge that they are having, because people, when they are getting back to their normal lives after what we are calling the lockdown and this lockdown models that it's differentiated all over the world, but people, when we go back to the normal life, as they are trying to market it now all over the world as our old life, when we're trying to get back, we will be, people or the consumer behavior will be, I don't want to use what I was using when I was locked down. It is associated with a very bad experience. It is associated with me being imprisoned at home. It is associated with me can't go and feel and touch and see how these digital services are being. These services are being normally used by myself before the lockdown. So there will be some pushback from the consumer, and small businesses and medium businesses need to, if they have these channels already established, put a lot of money and investment on creating it, they need also to create marketing experiences and to create a lot of business development work in letting the consumer use also these channels beside the physical part. So companies and startups and also government sectors and policymakers, they need now to understand and they need now to work on plans that they have both in hand. Digital transformation or digital services is not solving a problem that you can't go outside your home, but it is another channel that you need to use beside your physical transaction. And combining the physical transactions or the physical touch points with the digital touch points, I think this will be the best scenarios that companies will be using in the coming period. And this is my simple advice, to combine both of them in the coming period. Because if people just return back to their physical world on the normal world that we were living before COVID, we had a lot of issues. We had lots of problems. We had the issue of the traffic, the issue of choosing the right thing, choosing before we go to the store, maybe long lines, maybe the queues, maybe and lots of challenges that we were having for the physical transactions. So I think digital transactions and digital transformation can help us solving the challenges that we had before COVID. And I think that this will be the best usage of all the services and all the digital transformation models that we created out of the physical transformation, sorry, the physical transaction models that we had before COVID-19. I think there's these were the questions that being asked on the article. We meant to have 20 minutes of answering the questions that we received, and I don't know if we received any questions here online or not, but I think the comments section that we didn't receive any questions. So if you don't have any questions to be answered, I think we will be concluding the session. Overall, before we finish the session, digital transformation, it's something that we all loved to have, even if we accelerated our plans, even if we put a lot of effort in the past 3 or 4 months and created lots and lots of digital services that it were not there before. It wasn't there before COVID-19. Now we have them. Now the infrastructure is there. Now we need to start using them again and again in the coming period. And after, people will be getting back to their normal life, the normal physical life, let's say, we need to combine it with what we already having to create a better third experience, combining the digital online services with the physical and human transactional services as well. Having that said, I think this to conclude the session. I hope that the message that we were trying to convey was clear enough, and I hope it added a little value to whoever attended this session. Thank you so much for the attendance, and again, we will be there. You can send any questions, hopefully, to us, and we can be trying to answer these questions as soon as we can. Thank you so much, and thank you for the IEEE educational and professional activities for this opportunity. I'm happy to be there with you, and see you again.